welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Grace. Make sure to definitely subscribe down below. So I'm sure you guys clicked on this video because of the title. I'm getting a nose job. This is being filmed before my surgery, and this is going to be posted once I'm recovered a few weeks out. So I've actually been pre-filming, so if you have anything negative to say, just click off now. Why are you even watching this video? Because you clicked on a video titled I'm getting a nose job. So if you have to hate, just get off my video now. My surgery is already done. You're not going to change my mind. It's going to be completed by the time you see this. So I am getting a nose job. I wanted to kind of go into like detail on what I mean when I say that, because I am also getting like a lot of other things done in my nose besides just cosmetic purpose. So I'm gonna actually have a little series here. If you're going through like a similar thing to me, you're getting either like plastic surgery, surgery for medical reasons, I'm gonna have a little series here for you guys to watch. I've been filming my whole process, like my pre-op I filmed. I'm gonna be filming my surgery. I'm just filming everything so you guys have something to watch in case you're maybe in the same situation as me, or you've been thinking about getting one and just want some more information. So I first want to put a disclaimer out there that I'm not recommending plastic surgery to anyone. I honestly wouldn't even be getting this surgery if I didn't have to get it done, which I will go into depth in a second. But yeah, I don't want to promote that. You guys know I'm super into promoting like being confident in who you are and loving yourself. And I have actually said, I'm pretty sure in videos, like I have nothing against plastic surgery, and I think that you should be fully confident in yourself before getting it. I think if you have something you really want to fix, like, and it's bugging you that badly to where you want to get plastic surgery, you get plastic surgery. Like, who cares? Like, nobody can tell you what to do. So if you want to do something that's going to make you more happy, do it. But where I see the problem with that is if you're doing it just because you aren't confident. So I think before you're like getting into the whole plastic surgery side, you need to be fully confident in yourself and who you are and love yourself 100% before you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get a boob job or something, you know? And I don't want to sound like cocky saying like I have confidence, but I have confidence in who I am naturally and like myself. And I have makeup on obviously right now, but you guys see me all the time without makeup. Yeah, I just want to make that very clear. Love yourself, and if you have to get something done or you want to get something done but you are confident in yourself and who you are, who the heck cares? Go get whatever you want done. If you want lip fillers or... I'm not getting this because of like, I hate my nose so much. Oh my god, I hate my face. Like, I love my face and I don't have a bad nose. I know that. I don't want to like come on here and be like, oh my god, my nose is terrible, because I know I don't have a terrible nose. But to kind of get into what's happening is basically I've had a lot of sinus issues for years, and you can hear it in my voice. You can hear it when I breathe. Like, my nose is always stuffy. Basically, I'm always sniffing. I have to blow my nose like all throughout the day because I'm always plugged, but the issue is I'm always plugged on just one side. So I've had issues for this for years, since I was probably like 8 or 9. I've had issues with it, and we thought it might be like an allergy thing. So I ended up getting allergy testing done a few years ago, and they all came back pretty much negative for the most part. It was just like a little few things here and there that like weren't big enough to be playing into effect that causes what I have happen. And I've tried like saline sprays, I've tried nasal sprays. I used a nasal spray for so long that my nose got like immune to it. I've used medicines. I've done everything there is to try out. I saw an ENT doctor, and then I came back a year later for a follow-up, and there still wasn't any improvement. And so it just became time to look into seeking further treatment. So last summer, June 2019, I booked an ENT appointment with the same ENT doctor I had been seeing previously through my like doctor care system, and we went to her, and she was zero help. She basically said it was like all because of allergies, and like that there was nothing wrong with my sinuses. And I was basically like, excuse me? Like, what? And we were literally in her room for like 2 minutes. She didn't even look up my nose. My mom and I decided to seek a secondary opinion. So we actually went to a doctor that my friend, I'm gonna keep her name private just so for privacy reasons, but one of my friends had seen him, and she had gotten her nose done through him, and I was just going to see him for his ENT like purpose because he's an ENT doctor. So I was going to see him because she had said really great things about him. Even though she had gotten more of like a cosmetic surgery done, he does do ENT sinus related stuff. So had an appointment with him. He actually looked up my nose, and this was by like September of 2019 that this was happening. So it took a few months to get in anyways. And again, these problems have been leading up. I've had many, like literally so many appointments from other things, but I had problems leading up. So after I saw the one doctor in like July of 2019, then we booked the secondary opinion with my doctor, and he basically looked up my nose. He actually asked me questions. He did all these different things, and he basically said my turbinates are enlarged, that's why I have the problem where my breathing switches off. And I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that's like really fake and hides what they get done. And I also don't want to be one of those YouTubers that's like, oh my god, I'm only getting a nose job because I have a deviated septum. Like, no, that's not why I'm getting a nose job. I'm getting a nose job because I have breathing issues, not because I have a crooked nose, which is what a deviated septum is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he basically was telling me that, and then he also wanted me to get I think it's like a CAT scan. I don't remember the name of what it's called, but you have to get like a scan, and he wanted that done for my sinuses because they can't just like look up and see like they can with other things. So I ended up getting that done probably about a month later, and it came back with more issues with my sinuses. So he called me for another appointment to go over those, and he basically said like if I wanted to get the turbinate surgery I could, but it wasn't that necessary of a deal, and that's why he wanted to get the sinus scan done to see if there was more in depth, to see if it was something we probably should get done. After the sinus scan came back not looking the best, he told me what was wrong with those. At this point, he was recommending surgery, and I wasn't even thinking about cosmetic surgery at all. I was strictly thinking about getting my sinuses fixed. So I had a few appointments with him. We just went over what we would possibly do and like possible appointment dates, and I had been within one of those appointments, a few appointments later, one of the nurses was talking about clients a lot of times that are getting surgery done for like health reasons also will get their cosmetic surgery done as well. And I was like, oh, like I've never really thought about like getting like cosmetic surgery done just because I never again had a problem with my nose. Like I had things that kind of bugged me, but I wasn't like, I thought my nose was pretty good for the most part. Like people, when I was at dance, people used to always complain, like girls on my dance team would always complain about their noses, and I remember I would just like sit back and be like, I like my nose, I don't have a problem with it. So I hadn't really thought about it until the nurse had brought up that a lot of times when people are already getting things fixed inside their nose, they'll also add on the cosmetic process. And so I started to think about that a little. Like I said, I had things that bugged me, but not bugged me enough to where I would strictly go and get a nose job, because that's just a lot. Basically, I was like, well, if they're already like cutting open my nose and having to perform surgery, and I'm already going to be going under, so I was like, okay, I'm going to think about this. So my mom and I talked about it a little bit, and we were like, well, what if I just like got a few things done? So the next time I went in, I asked him, I was like, so if I were to look into getting cosmetic surgery done as well, what would you like recommend? Like, what do you think? Like, and I told him, I was like, the only issue I really have with my nose is that my tip from the side droops a little bit. And it's, again, it was nothing big, but let me get closer. So here's my side profile, and when I smile, my tip just kind of falls. So again, nothing major, but I was like, if they're already doing stuff, why not get that done? So I asked him, and he was like, yeah, I definitely see what you're saying, your tip does droop. And then he recommended I'm gonna get really close here, but I have I have makeup on obviously right now, but I have a wide bridge bone right here. This is where my bone ends, so he recommended that we bring that in. And then he said my septum was deviated, but like barely. I have a pretty straight nose, so he's just gonna slightly fix that. And when they bring this bone in, it's gonna make my tip a little bit smaller, because they're gonna make my tip a little bit smaller as well, because when you're bringing this in, it's gonna make your tip look fatter, so they have to make that a little bit more proportionate. So he's not doing too much, and then he's gonna add a slight slope, because I just have a straight bridge. I don't have a problem with it, but a little slope would be cute, you know? And I have to get at the right angle, but I do have a slight bump, so he's just going to fix that as well. So that's like the cosmetic portions. So that's what he told me he would probably recommend to do. And the only thing I mentioned was my tip. And he was like, yeah, like I think we can make your nose look even more great than it already does because it's not bad. And so I thought on that and I decided I wanted to do that because if I'm already getting surgery done, I'm already going under anesthesia, all this stuff, I'm already having him go into my nose, I'm gonna have to be in a cast anyways, I might as well fix the things I want to. So again, if you have a negative opinion on like plastic surgery or me getting my nose job, because I do realize, it's not like I don't realize I have a good nose already. I want to make that very clear. I do realize that and I don't have a problem with it, but if I'm already having to go under and all that stuff, I might as well get things fixed. If you have a negative opinion, just click off, I don't care. And it's already done by now. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of let you guys in on that and let you know that's what's gonna be up. I have pre-filmed my videos for a few weeks out actually, so all the videos you've been seeing previously were probably pre-filmed, and following this video is when all my nose like video related videos are going to be coming out because I'm a few weeks out of surgery by the time you see this. And yeah, so that is basically my nose backstory. I am getting a nose job, a quote-unquote nose job, even though it's mainly for breathing purposes and that type of thing. I hope you guys can respect my decision and my thoughts and what I'm getting done and what I'm doing for myself, and know that I'm no way trying to promote plastic surgery in any way or say you should get things done if you hate how you look, because you really should love yourself on just how you are. You don't need these types of things done to be prettier. You are pretty the way you are, and I really believe that. At the same time, if you are confident in yourself and you're confident in who you are, why not get something done if you want to try it out? So that is going to be it for my explanation video. The video following this should be my pre-op video. I'm just planning on uploading in kind of order of how everything's getting done. So my next video following this should be my pre-op video. I'm going to have a playlist on this, so if you're also looking into getting a nose job or getting some type of surgery similar to this, you will be able to watch all these videos. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you have my post notifications on. They all should be up within the next week or two. Depends on how many videos I end up having from all this nose surgery stuff. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.